I'm here at codemonkeys. I'm just going to talk a bit about who they are and some of the history. So without any further ado, I'll pass you over so you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Adrian Hurst. I'm Development Director at the codemonkeys. I've been Development Director for the last 3 years. I started out in the industry 20 years ago as a programmer and progressively worked up in the industry. The codemonkeys have been running for 21 years now, celebrating its 21st birthday this year, with over 180 titles being done within that time, ranging back from Spectrum all the way up to the latest consoles.
What do you think has been the quality that has kept codemonkeys going for so many years?
I think we're really lucky compared to a lot of other companies. A lot of companies in the region who's been and gone, I think they tended to concentrate on more single development titles, i.e. they kept all their eggs in one basket. With codemonkeys, we've always tried to keep us eggs in more than one basket, because as you know, games get announced, games get denounced, and we try and keep as fingers in many pies as possible, basically. I think that's one of the key elements why we're still around.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies that seem to think it's all about the AAA title and nothing else.
Yeah.
A very old business model used to be produce a number of games. You'll more than likely get at least one or two that are popular and can cover the cost of the previous ones.
Yeah.
In that respect, do you think that's kind of been always the business plan of codemonkeys?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's about keeping your fingers in more than one pie, basically. And even though, like ourselves, we're going into digital distribution, we'll always be looking for work for hire as well, because you never know where the market goes. The key is to be as safe as possible in this industry, because it's not a safe industry.
Well, there's a lot of burnout as well.
Yeah.
And how do you think the future for the industry is going to progress?
I think over the next year or so, it's definitely going to go into the digital distribution market, where there's going to be no third-party publishers putting out. There's going to be less third-party publishers putting out titles. It's developers have got the platforms that can do their own games and put their own games out without having to go through these publishers. So I think that's definitely where the industry is going to go, through digital distribution.
And one of your upcoming titles is going to be distributed digitally, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, Manic Monkey Mayhem, which is a Wii title we've been working on developing it over the last 12 to 18 months, I think, is coming out on the Wii. It's quite a unique game, I think.
It's definitely got a British sense of humour to it.
Definitely, yeah. I think the Manic Monkey Mayhem title associated with the codemonkeys as well is quite a good selling point.
It's kind of building on the same kind of brand image that a lot of other software firms tend to do as well.
Yeah.
It's definitely seemed fun when I was having a play with it.
It's a simple mechanic where you basically throw bananas and basically have to dodge them and knock other monkeys off platforms using your Wii remotes. It's also being ported across to the DSi and onto the iPhone.
It's a highly stylised kind of game. How did you originally come up with the idea for it?
It's quite an old idea. I mean, it's just one of the many ideas we actually have, what's actually come to fruition, and this has only been able to be done through digital distribution again. But the idea originally came from a guy who used to work here, who was mentioned in the credits of the game, but has also been expanded by one of the designers out there. It was originally going to be a turn-based game, but ended up being a fun sort of platformy, Wormsy type game.
During its development, which has been the most challenging part of its creation, and which has been the most fun part of it as well?
I think the most fun part and creative part has actually been trying to design the controls as you know, it came about on the Wii first, and getting the controls right for the Wii has been quite challenging, mainly due to the unique way you actually play it.
There's a lot of titles that have tried to use the Wii controls, and it's been nothing more than just a kind of an afterthought. Has the control mechanism been there from the start for the idea?
Yeah, the control mechanism has been there from the start on this title. It's a shame that this title's probably going to get done before the Wii Motion Plus comes out, but maybe on Manic Monkey 2 we might be able to accommodate that.
Okay, cool. And what do you think has been the best moment so far for Code Monkeys over its long history? Which title kind of stands out best for you guys?
Quite a lot of the early titles stand out, to be honest. I mean, looking just around the office, I can see posters of Turrican, which was converted from the original Amiga version over to the Mega Drive. I mean, that itself's quite a classic game. With Code Monkeys have worked on quite a vast majority of different titles, ranging from all kinds of different genres. So we're quite experienced in that respect.
And do you find that quite refreshing rather than being stuck in a specific genre?
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of companies nowadays tend to get stuck in a rut with the titles they produce. Take for instance IDOS. They always got stuck with the Tomb Raider titles.
Yeah.
It's very easily done.
Yeah, it's. I mean, another one would be what do you call it? Square as well.
Yes, Square. They get stuck in the RPG kind of titles. So yeah, I think it's quite good that we have a vast experience really on doing all kinds of different games.
So you've had a few DS titles under your belt now.
Yeah.
How do you think the whole portable platform is going ahead?
We had the opportunity to go down to the Nintendo conference, technical conference, and we saw some of the DSi stuff coming out. And the DSi is really an exciting platform, as well as the WiiWare platform, to be honest, because not only are Nintendo promoting just games on these platforms, they're actually promoting applications on these platforms as well. So you'll see quite a rise in different kinds of quirky applications coming out on these platforms as well, rather than your traditional games.
So, well, thank you for your time, and look forward to seeing some of the upcoming titles being released. I hope there's a lot of success.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, cool.